Well, the most important thing as being an organizer, you're working one-on-one with people very closely. And so obviously that rapport with your customer is of primary importance because these are people who don't like organizing. They don't like what I'm making them do. And so in order to get them to do it, in a similar way that a personal trainer would do it at a gym, you want to be encouraging and you want to be supportive and you want to be positive. And I think that transfers to pretty much any business in any field. If you are connected to your members, to your clients, then they're going to feel bonded to you, and you're going to be successful together. That you're going to have that connection and have that ability to work well together. So I think that's probably the number one thing, is just connecting with your customers. Another thing that I did a lot as an organizer, and I think I'm inclined to do as well with OE, is to give away stuff for free. And that's not to say, you don't want to dive into what would otherwise be your profit center, but to say, hey, come on in and try this. I would always do a 1-hour consultation with them to say, here's how I sort of envision this organizational project moving forward, and we can totally do this together, and you can do this. And that free hour of me just coming into their space and listening to their whatever was stressing them out about being disorganized was sometimes just enough to lift them and say, oh, you know what, I do totally need your services. Let's get to work. And I feel similarly about bringing someone into the office space, that as soon as they sort of settle in and start to do a little bit of work there, whether it's a free day pass for the co-working space or come on in and use the office for a bit or have an hour in the conference room, I think once they start to be able to envision themselves there and see that they can be productive and see what a positive environment it is, they're going to want more. So I think that's always to be generous in that way and welcome people in is a great way to do business. Absolutely had no intention of advancing professionally whatsoever. That was not my motivation. That was not how this all came about. John, my husband John, and Mark Dresner used to work together, and they were out to dinner one night, and Mark said, I just bought into this franchise. It's really cool. It's called Office Evolution. And he started talking to John about Office Evolution. I wasn't even at the dinner. And John came home to me and he's like, oh, I was talking to Mark Dresner about Office Evolution, this cool franchise that he just bought into. And I just thought it sounded like it was kind of up your alley and you might want to think about it. And I said to John, yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. I'm happy living my very part-time life and parenting and whatever. And then I said, maybe in a couple of years when the kids are gone. And then something else happened. Somebody else came to us and was also a franchisee in another business and talking to us about franchising and how that really is a great work-life balance and all that. And I was like, all right, somebody's trying to tell me something here. This is not just all coming at me for no reason. And they put me in touch with their franchise broker, I guess. And I did talk to a franchise broker. I went through her whole process. I explored other franchises. And I just kept coming back to OE, and I kept thinking, I don't think I really want to be in a franchise. I think I really want to work with Office Evolution. And they happen to be a franchise, so that's how we're going to do this. So yeah, my passion was really with this business and this product, as nerdy as that sounds. So I like the real estate part, I like the design part, I like the HR part, I like the administrative, just dealing with all the administrative stuff. There's a little bit of technology involved in it, which I enjoy. So all the pieces just sort of came together and said, you need to do this. And I'll never forget the minute at Discovery Days, right outside this building, where John and I were sitting on the lawn, and he turned to me and he said, what do you think? And I said, I think it sounds awesome. And he said, I can't come up with any reason for us not to do this.